What's up, guys? Tuned in to another show of Full Value. We had a nice show yesterday. We had some nice picks. Where we went, we had the under in the Reds game. We had the Diamondbacks got whopped. Twins lost again. Told you guys about those Twins. The Orioles did what they did. Washington killed under in the Phillies game. I told you guys, instead of picking a side, just pick the unders in the Philly games and you'll be okay. 12.5, that was a gift. 11.5, I'm telling you about it. Atlanta, max bet, cashed. If you guys hit up the max bet, you guys know that cashed. When you tune, what else we got? STL, that was rained out, so they didn't even get a chance to win, but they shouldn't have been down anyway. So that was not an official pick, but it was a pick. I was feeling STL, and Man Wong was actually feeling the Brewers, so he had a good side in that. The Cubs and the Giants, that shit was a hitting park duel that went over easy. Both teams didn't want to lose in that one, and I like that one because both teams didn't want to lose, and it just went back and forth in the not in the innings, no extra innings, just straight up baseball. That's the type of baseball you pay for, and that's the type of baseball you love. You know, Houston lost. I tell you, Houston with Verlander on the mound. Could you believe that? That shit right there. This is why I do not bet on those type of games. Uh, these guys were almost paying $1 to your $100, so you bet $100 to get $1. And Houston wasn't about that life. They lost. It was an under game, and we'll get to that one in a bit. But if you that's big money, man. If you had the Tigers yesterday and Oakland, that was the easy casher. Hap got hit. Shout out to the chat. Everybody rolled on that one. So we all cashed on that. Shout out to you guys. That was good teamwork and all that on that game. That was mainly easy. They went up pretty early, and that was a good thing because they went up early. And Oakland, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna keep rolling with them as the day goes on. Next game, the Dodgers and Blue Jays. They're pretty good, but these guys, they didn't do what they did, but they won. Took them a while, but they came true and did what they had to do. They came true. So we have a good slate today, and we'll get right back into this. So today we got NFL, we got NFL, we got a whole bunch of MLB. We got a whole bunch of WNBA, and it's gonna be a good slate today. So just tune in and get ready. Now let's start off with some NBA today. We got some NBA and MLB. My bad. I'm saying NBA, MLB, and we got the Rays against the Orioles. This game is switched up. The Rays is actually better on the road than at home. And Yarborough is on the mound. He's 11-3. He's a good pitcher against Verjavoski. He's not too bad, and he's 2-6 with a 4.78 ERA. And what up, Reyes? You good? And this game is the type of game where the Rays they haven't been playing too good, but they're facing a team that's pretty easy to beat, but they're not doing what they need to do. Baltimore, they're out here. They're testing out who they're gonna sign, but they're also on a winning streak. 2 games, which they beat up on the Kansas City Royals. So in this game, the way I look at this game, I don't want to touch this game. The juice is too much on the Rays, and the Rays is a way better team on the road than they are at home. So for me, the under opened at 9.5, then it went all the way up to 10.5. The Rays in the over under is 7-3 over under. The Royals is 5-5. They've been hitting. I don't have a play in that, but we have the chat liking the under in this game. But officially for me, I don't have a play in that game. The next game we got is the what game? Oh man. We got the Washington. Let's hit up the Washington game. The Washington and the Pirates. Scherzer against Bull. Scherzer is coming back off a nice long injury, but he's back. He's back in the return. Pittsburgh is a team, like I said, they win one and now look, they got smashed yesterday, and they should get smashed again. But do you want to trust these two pitchers? One pitcher's coming off the injury list, right? I see them both giving up a decent amount. And Pittsburgh, they're just not doing what everybody thinks they're supposed to do. You know, the over hit in this game about let's see, the few games, the over hit twice out of the 3 games they played so far. This is the last game. Yeah, I think over is the play. The over is 8.5. I think Scherzer is getting the over under is getting bet on his past games. You know what I mean? But in that situation, I think the over is the play here, and that'll be the first play of the play for today will be the Nationals and the Pirates over 8. Next game we got the Indians versus the Mets, Seville versus Synagogue, and Indians. They could have won that game yesterday, but these guys, they're joking. They were up the whole game. Then all of a sudden they let these Mets come back. Then hit a nice homer at the end to finish this shit. Synagogue, he's been playing very good at home. And the Mets is on a streak that you can't really disrespect. If I see an angle in this game, the angle for me is the Mets sweep these guys. Okay, that's how I feel. But also, they're not really paying decent amount of money. But you could get Mets on the -1, which I like with the minus 130, 140 at some books Senegal on the mound. I like him here. And yeah, I like Cleveland to get hammered today. And I like the Mets on the -1 at home here. I like Mets -1. Next game, the Braves and Mariners. The Braves was a play of the day yesterday. And Soroka's on the mound against Alcantara, 4-11. And these guys, basically, the Braves have these guys' numbers. The Braves right now is doing their thing with their ace on the mound. The Braves right now on the run line is not paying too much. I tell you this, you have to, but I will put that in a parlay. The bookies got smarter with the Braves, and they're not paying a lot anymore. they're trying to cap it the same way how they're capping the Astros games, and the Astros just been losing and shit. So I like the Braves here, but for -300, -310, -290 at that price, I would try to look for the over under, and the over under is at 9.5. Do I see Alcantara getting hit here? I know Miami is not good. Miami couldn't even muster up a one yesterday. I think the under is a play here where you get your value for your buck. Soroka, let's say he has a no hitter here. This is a game here that I see going way under than this. I don't see them losing by 100 or 10. I don't think Miami gets up a run, and if they do, they only get a one. And I like the Braves here under the 9.5. We got the Rockies and the Cardinals. Marquez versus Michaelis. Michaelis, okay, he's pretty good, but he's not that good, you know. And we got Rockies. Marquez, he's pretty nice too. But hey, the Rockies, these guys, they've been playing up to their standards, but not really. They're lucky they didn't get swept by the Diamondbacks the other day, and we had them. They turned up the heat on them, and Freeland was on the mound, so he played. You could say he played good. He left with a no decision. The Cardinals now, are they going to get back on a roll here? Yesterday got rained out, so they might be mad about that loss that they had to take. Because who knows? They could have came back on that. Over under, Rockies are raking right now. They're hitting hard. The Cardinals, they're hitting as well. For a play, I like the over, but right now, I don't know what type of Michaelis I'm gonna get. He's 5-5 at home, but he's sporting almost like a 2.38 ERA at home compared to on the road. But the Cardinals, they're not. It's not like they're hitting 6 runs, right? But I feel that Rockies and Marquez could get hit here, but officially, I don't have a play. Texas Rangers versus the White Sox. This game I like. Giardo 6-9 versus 5.38. Uh, Delt Wheeler 1-3 with a 6.10. This game, I like to see the over going in this one. This is a game where I see Rangers. Rangers is really hitting right now. The Sox is hitting. Their pitching staff is not good. Their bullpen is not good. These are two teams that know how to hit the ball. Their over unders is about in their last 10 games. For the White Sox is 6-3, and the Texas is 4-5. So I tell you, Texas is good on the road. White Sox is not. If White Sox is gonna win and pull up the upset, this was gonna happen. They're gonna hit that ball out the park. They hit the ball at the park. The over happens. I think the sucker bet is to pick the Texas with Gerardo on the mound. So I will just pick the over 10.5. I like the White Sox as well. I like the White Sox on the thing, but I don't want to pick any side in this. I like the value in the over in this game. I think this game gets over by the half inning, by the fifth inning. Next game we got Houston and Tigers. Zimmerman 1-8 with a 6.66 ERA. Cole 14-5 with a 2.87. I think Houston is going to be very mad. And I don't know if you guys been watching this series. I don't even know if you guys been betting this series. I haven't been betting this series. But what I could tell you guys, the first day, the game, Houston Tigers. That game, Houston was favored minus 400. The second game, the Tigers against Houston. Houston was favored by minus 430. Okay. Now, okay, the third game, Houston was favored by almost minus 448 or some shit like because Verlander was on the mound. They lost that one. Okay. Now, yeah, you bet on that yesterday? Because if you did, congrats, man. Because these guys, Verlander got smoked. Now today, they're minus 565. Are you crazy? Almost minus 600. This is crazy. This game right here, you might as well take that money out of the 100 you got out of 400, put another 100 on Tigers again, straight up. Because from what I see, anything is possible, and I think they could win again. Why not? You know, it's getting to the end. They don't care. They're going to the playoffs regardless. They could have cared less. We got the next game. We got Tonka versus Rourke. Yankees versus Athletics. Athletics. We had Oakland on the chat. Shout out to the chat. And yeah, 0-2 with the big spread. Okay. Okay, so this would be the third time, correct? Okay. I think they're gonna go 0-3. I think Tigers is one of the underdogs of the night. I think I'm gonna do a little more research on it because I really didn't cap that game. I watched it and okay. Mm. Nah, but the Zimmerman is almost giving up 7 runs himself. The over under is at 8.5. Zimmerman, he has a 6.66 ERA, and against these guys, his ERA bounces all the way up to almost 8.5. So Zimmerman is the problem, but I don't have a play in that game. That's for sure. The Athletics game, I like the Athletics here. Shit, yeah, they're not good. I like the Athletics here to beat the Yankees. They got to half, like we all thought they would. Now Tonka, he's not really good on the road, and Rourke, I like him. He's a good pitcher. I like that he left Cincinnati. Now he's in a better ball club, and he's trying to get his feet wet and get ready for the playoffs. And I think that who better to do it against is against the upstart Yankees team that everybody knows is a big hitting. So what I think is that Rourke at the plus line because they open as a pick'em. 9.5 is the over under. Instead of looking at the side, I like the Athletics right here. Also, I like them as money line and -1. The Athletics is pretty good. I like the run they're going on right now, and I like them to go for the sweep. Not every team gets the sweep because every team is kind of garbage, but I like the Athletics here. I like the Athletics here. And the last game we got Medea against Wugaspak. Blue Jays, Dodgers. They put up a fight last night. I know everybody was nervous when they had Dodgers to end their parlays, and they thought that Dodgers were going to lose. I know everybody was nervous. The -1, if you had it -1, you got to push. If you got it at -1.5, you lost. If you had the money line, congrats, you won. If you had the under, You're a winner. So look at it like that. You win some, you lose some. Now you're on to today. We got a pitcher here. Both pitchers are pretty good. Now, what I would like to turn to in this one is not look at the recency bias. A lot of people go to the Blue Jays game. You'll be surprised. And everybody wears their Blue Jays jersey and floods the whole streets up, and then you can't walk. Yeah, yeah. It's serious out there. Them Toronto guys are serious fans. I'm letting you guys know that. So these guys, the Dodgers are trying to do their whole thing. Jays are trying to not get swept for the 10th time. But this is just what's gonna happen. It's inevitable. This is why the bookies are not giving us money on the money line. We have to go with the -1. Now the -1 is pretty plain is paid paying a pretty penny, right? Jacob, he's facing the Dodgers for the first time. Okay. He's coming off a home victory against the Mariners. He only gave up 2 runs and 5 hits over 5.13 innings. And but he hasn't played a team like this. The Dodgers is no Mariners. So the bats are completely different. Madias now, he has his best outings at home. He throws out 7 shutout innings against the Diamondbacks. His fastball is really on point. Blue Jays have problems hitting the fastball. So this all comes with a combination of disaster. Do I want to go back to the well here? That's the question. Now, the line opened at a -270. Now it dropped all the way down to -255, which means a lot of people are betting on the Blue Jays to at least win or avoid the sweep. The sweep is inevitable, so which means it is going to happen. The Blue Jays is not a good over team, so I do look at the over, but the Blue Jays is not a good over team. The question is the Dodgers going to be able to take this all the way over by themselves? The question, and I think they do. I do like the over in this game, and that would be my play. I like the over in the Dodgers game, 9.5. I like the over. So in this segment, make sure you guys watching that. Follow on Twitter at kwilliams811. Hit that like button. That would be well appreciated. Or hit the dislike button. Well appreciated, you know. And just any other games you guys like. You guys have any plays of the day or a max bet or something, just hit that in the chat. I would be happy to hear it. Any questions, I'll be happy to hear it. I'm gonna recap my plays in the MLB and in MLS. We might touch on that if we have time on the show. If the bosses allow me to, you know what I'm saying? If the bosses allow me to, they might allow me to, or they might cut me short. But we'll get to the important stuff first, and then we hit up the MLS if we have time, guys. But if you guys have anything on the MLS, hit that up in the chat, right? And we'll love to hear your feedback and you guys discuss it. And if we see an angle, we might even bet on it. Just put it down in the chat. Happy to hear everybody's angles. So the plays I got for the MLB today, we got the Washington and the Pirates, right? We got the over in that game. We got the Mets. Okay. We got the Braves. We got the over in the Rangers game. We got the Oakland, and we got the over in the Blue Jays game. So those plays will be posted on Twitter at kwilliams811. If you guys don't do Twitter, then follow on Instagram, and just not to follow, but like my shit's not private, but you hit that up, you go on the inbox and you just holler at me. If you guys have any questions, I don't do weekend shows for any new people, so weekend shows the boss tells me, yo, I can't be doing weekend shows, so I can't do weekend shows. So max bet, what's the max bet? Yankees? I see the max bet Yankees. I see some people talking about FIBA. FIBA? Damn. Okay, okay. That would be like on a board Saturday morning or Sunday morning or something like that. A little dabble on FIBA, but I play FIBA on like a system or something. But other than that, you know, if I get a nice little insight, no problem. But when anybody has their max bets, Oakland, first five again. Yes, that was a casher. That was an easy casher. And that was an easy casher. Shout out to you. I cashed on that too. Shout out. That's a good casher. Now, anybody has another max bet? Any other max bets for baseball before we move on to WNBA, and then we're gonna hit some little preseason NFL, and also see what else we could do. Maybe hit on that soccer on the MLS. Okay, so the WNBA, we got two games here. We got Yankees. Okay, okay. I shot ATL. Yes, I do like ATL. I really do like ATL. I like ATL to finish it here. Now, WNBA, we got the Dallas against Minnesota. Minnesota and Dallas is right on top of each other, right? Minnesota's in the 8th spot, Dallas is in the 9th spot. So these guys are trying to get their thing going. The question is, are they going to cover? Are they going to do their thing? Are they going to play good? Now, who knows? Who knows? All I know is that these two teams are going to play. These two teams are going to play hard. Okay, they need to play hard. And Dallas, they won. They won the last time they were on the road. They did their thing and they did what they needed to do. But I tell you this. I tell you this. You guys are funny in the chat. You guys are funny in the chat. The chat is lit, guys. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. But the cover, Minnesota at home, they're actually okay. Minnesota against the spread, 14-13. At home, they're actually 8-4. So at home, they're a better covering machine than on the road. In the last 10 games, they're only 3-7 against the spread. Well, 3-7, 4-6 against the spread, which means they are not too good against the spread. Now, the Dallas now, they're actually a good team against the spread. They're 5-8 on the road against the spread. 1-12, obviously, on the road. But in their last 10 games, they're dead in the middle of 50%, 5-5. Now, these two teams, like I said, they're doing what they're supposed to do, meaning they're trying to edge out in the game. They're trying to play for playoffs, but Minnesota is ahead of them, real ahead of them. Like they have like what 13, 14 wins, and there's no way that these guys catch up unless Minnesota goes on a serious losing streak, right? And they are on a losing streak, 3-game losing streak. Now, do you want to back this? Is this a get right game for these guys? People say they do because I see in the chat people like the Minnesota here. But the question is it a good choice for today? They played the Dallas already at Dallas, and Dallas beat them as underdogs, right? By 3 points. Is this a revenge spot? So this is a revenge spot, and they've been losing. I like Minnesota here. They are the better team, and Dallas is on the road. The only reason Minnesota has the advantage, not only are they a better team on the at home with the as a spread, they're on a 3-game losing streak, and Dallas plays against themselves on the road. So I like the Lynx here to cover that spread. I like them here to cover, and I don't see Dallas playing any good here. And the next game, the next game we got is the LA Sparks versus the Indiana Fever. Shout out to everyone that do follow those WNBA picks, because those WNBA picks, those are some hard picks to come across, you know. But they do cash. The record in the WNBA is pretty good, and we try to give you guys the best quality we can. That's what we try to do. If we don't have a pick, we don't force it. Give you leans, and we try to do what we try to do. Now this game is a very tricky game. We got a couple people coming back to the Fever that haven't been at the Fever for a while. We have the Los Angeles team that been on a scoring rampage, and they just beat Minnesota. They covered a 5.5 spread. The Fever, they're getting walked. But now the question is, what's going to happen here? The over under is at 158. It opened at 157. The spread is at 10.5. I don't like to back double digits spreads, especially at home. Especially forget about at home. With these guys, I hate it, because these guys don't play what they're supposed to do. They won by 6 the last time they played against these guys, and it went to 174. That's a lot of points. These guys are 6-6. These guys are 6-6 against the spread on the road. LA is 8-4 as a spread at home. In the last 10, they're 2-7 as the spread. The Fever 7-3. Me, I like the over in this game. I don't like a side here. LA could go beat them so hard and then all of a sudden give up at the end of the game and then end up losing, or winning and winning by 5, or just stopping at 9 or something like that. But I like this to be a lot of points. I like this to be a fast-paced game, and I like the over in this game. So my two plays for these games would be Minnesota to cover the spread, minus 7.5, and the over in the LA game. So you guys already know all those plays posted on the Twitter. All those plays, we keep track of those plays. We got some NFL. This right here is getting serious, because the season is about to start. We're in week 3. This is when you guys at least try to figure out, or at least have an idea, how the certain teams are going to play. And if you don't know or have an idea on how the teams are going to play from now, shit, I feel sorry for you guys, because there's one more week left of this preseason. Then is game time. And when game time starts, that's when the money starts. Right now, there's a lot of teams that have a lot of tendencies. There's a lot of teams that are showing more character than others. Okay, there's a lot of angles I do like here, but it's like easy angles. Like, for example, There's a couple. There's the Patriots with all the drama that's going on in the Patriots right now in the locker room and all that. I wouldn't bet on the Patriots, nor I would bet on Carolina, but I will like the under in this game because not only what does drama bring, drama brings indecisiveness. What does indecisiveness bring? People messing up. And when you mess up, you can't score. So the under looks appealing to me, right? There's you have the Miami against the Jackson Jaguars. They're not the same team. We all know that. This is the same. This is when I mean they're not the same team. This is not the same team that we all said, "Oh shit, was going to go to the Super Bowl." This is the same team that was the team at the end of the year. You know what I mean? That's the same team. You understand what I'm saying? So when you look at those things, the Raiders they have drama going on. So the Packers look like a good bet. The Bengals against the Giants. The Giants look like they're going to go through another year of losing. You know, the Redskins. I would stay off that game. Ravens and Eagles. I would stay off that game. You know, but I have a couple leans, and NFL is just right around the corner. So just make sure you guys tune in. Hit me up on Twitter at KWilliams811 for the premium if you guys want that. If you don't, I keep track of it. I let you guys know. There's going to be premium and there's going to be the show picks. I'm going to separate it. Sorry to say we're going to have to do that. And it's just what it is. All the other picks will be there. But for the NFL, that's going to be like a little special thing going on. We got prop picks, all sorts. For the MLS, today we'll cap the one game. We got Minnesota against Sporting KC. Damn, I like Minnesota. That's how I'm gonna cap it. It gets cold in Minnesota, and they're playing in Minnesota. So if you look at it like that, it's get cold. You're in Minnesota. They're a better team. Sporting KC. Who's Sporting KC? Forget about Sporting KC. All I know is that Sporting KC is going to sport their way out of here. There's no way they're going to beat this Minnesota team, and I'll bet against them straight up. It does look like a trap though. When I as I'm talking to you guys and I'm looking deeper in this, it does look like a trap here. It really does. Now it's making me want to switch my pick. You know, but Minnesota is a team that ties a lot. If you guys know, they tie a lot, and they're not good on the road. They tie on the road or they lose on the road. So I honestly, I'm gonna switch my pick. I don't like Minnesota here. I think their record is a sham. Okay, and I think Sporting KC comes out with the upset. I like Sporting KC here, and that'll be my official play. Sporting KC in the MLS. We'll check that out tomorrow. We'll see how I do. But little recap for the little preseason thing. I got the under in the Patriots game. I got the Miami, and I got, let's say, what else do I want to give out? And I got the under in the Bengals game. Do I see the under in the Bengals game? Or the over. Let's let the over in the Raiders game. The Raiders, yeah. I see the Raiders are undefeated right now. I like the over in that game. So we have a over, a under, and a side. I like the Miami. I like the under in the Patriots, and I like the over in your Raiders game. What do you think about that, Sam? You like the over in the Raiders game too? You think there's gonna be a lot of points? I think they're gonna score a lot. I think there's gonna be like a lot for the fans. You know, you guys know my MLB plays. And the WNBA plays. We got Minnesota with the spread, and we got the over in the Los Angeles game. We're gonna roll with the Oakland, right? If I roll with Oakland in the MLB, I can't roll with Oakland on the NFL. I don't like putting two teams of the same teams on my card. You know, I just don't like. The teams in all the cities don't like. All the sports teams don't tend to win on the same day. I found that out, and that's just a superstition. That's not a stat. That's not an official. But check that out. Like check about the teams and see like let's say you pick Cleveland, a hockey Cleveland team, a baseball Cleveland team, a soccer Cleveland team, and a NFL Cleveland team. Let's say they're all playing on the same day. Check if all of them win. All of them is not going to win on the same day. Like for some reason, it doesn't happen. So like I don't know. That's what I noticed. So I don't do that. So I got Oakland in the MLB. We got the over in the Rangers, Atlanta, Mets, Washington, not Washington, over into Washington. And that's it for you guys. The show was pretty quick. It looked longer than it was. You guys helped me out pretty much. I appreciate the help. Hit that like button if you didn't already. Share with your friends if you didn't already. And if they don't care, then who cares? Just get that money, spend time with your fams, and and save that money. Spend that money, save that money, flip the money. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, every dollar matters. You save that and bet responsibly. Any other things, guys want props and all that? Hit me up in my DM. K Williams 811. We're out here. Wong's max bet is the Yankees. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We're going to have some parlays for you guys. And we have some CFL for you guys. And we're going to review the picks for you guys. You guys already know. We're here same time, same place. Have a good day. Have a good night. Pop that drink. Watch them games. And let's cash. Peace.